John Jones. You think I'm going to let you kill me, John?
You guys not hot in here?
I'm a little hot.
Okay.
So how was Florida?
Florida was good, man. Yeah, it was humid out there, but humid but fun. It was good, nice and sunny, a little cloudy, but got to hit the beach, get on my friend's boat a little bit. It was fun.
Who's your friend?
Friend Josh.
Your friend
Josh Graham.
You guys are doing an app?
Yeah, it's like a training curriculum that you're gonna buy. You're gonna get onto an app or a site online. It's a whole classroom, and almost like take you to it's almost like a page that you'll go to, and you can talk with members, get one-on-one time with me weekly, learn combinations, learn drills, learn how to stay in shape. Monday to Friday, have a schedule if you want to schedule, and different ways that I stay in shape for fights, and just a way that anyone can learn how I train and do it even if they're not fighting.
That's pretty dope, especially if they got like a weekly program they can get from you. I don't think no matter what you show them, I don't think they'll be able to fight like you though.
Yeah, for sure.
You're a different breed.
That's what I say in my videos too. I'm all like, if you guys want to. Not you think I'm gonna give you all my knowledge, and if you want to try to come do it to me, do it. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what, I'm still me.
You should donate your body to science.
Afterwards,
dude. This guy's bionic, bro. Like he doesn't. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. He has no inflammation. Like I'll fight a war and show up the next day to small.
I have some artificial swelling after fights sometimes.
Yeah, artificial. No, yeah, my favorite is after. You fought for when you fought Sam.
Oh yeah.
And you guys both looked ridiculous after. They both looked like cartoon characters.
All swole face.
Yeah, and then like by Wednesday, he was like all unswollen, like heals. All his cuts are healed up.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Hands are back to normal.
Luckily, I got a good healing gene in me somewhere.
You're Wolverine.
Yeah, literally part Wolverine.
So I drink a lot of that horse milk.
For bodyguards, by bodyguards.
Yeah. That sounded bad, I think.
Yeah. What's your next fight coming up?
I'm fighting in London, England at the Indigo at the O2 Arena for BYB. We're doing it's a BYB versus BKB Police Gazette, Diamond Police Gazette Trophy, Team Trophy or something like that. So all the BYB people are fighting the BKB people. BKB are more like English and European fighters from all over Europe. I think they might have a couple.
They're soft.
Yeah, soft, you know. But some down boxers. I'm fighting.
Dan McGrath.
Oh yeah, Dan McGrath. Sorry, I just totally spaced on the name. I'm silly. But yeah, I'm fighting Dan McGrath. He's a bigger dude, right? Down to throw down. He's super jittery feeling. But it'll be a fun fight. I know he's down to scrap. All these guys doing Bareknuckle down to fight. So no matter what, and with me in there, me and him throwing down, it's gonna be a fun fight.
How many rounds you guys going?
It's a 5 3-minute rounds. So just for normal rounds for BYB are 5 rounds, 3 minutes each, and then when you do title fight, it's 7 rounds, 3 minutes each.
Holy shit! 7 rounds Bareknuckle.
Yeah, that's the only reason why this guy's not actually the.
Oh yeah, Sam was
BYB champion.
That round was only five rounds, even though, and they're trying to do that to help the fighter's safety, and then I kill him, and the ref hits 10 plus and let him go again, and I drop him again, and they let it keep going. Fighter safety, you know what I'm saying?
That ref wanted Sam to die.
Yeah, for real.
Or he wanted Sam to win.
Yeah,
So it was the craziest thing because, he got dropped early, but I think was it round 2 or 3 where he clipped you and you kind of like stumbled back into the ropes.
Yeah, but it was like a stumble.
No,
back.
It was like he was off. He obviously hurt you, but it was when you were off balance.
Yeah, and you even see me like push my butt back to hit the ropes and come back good. Like,
and he counted him, so that's But then in round 5, he flatlines his opponent.
Yeah, no, he died.
And he's face down and he's counting him, and I'm like, the fight's over. What are you doing? And then he's not up by 8. He starts getting up at 8. And I don't know if you saw the video with the captions, but those auto-generated captions even caught the referee, Wayne Spinola, counting to 10. counts to 10, goes step near me. Sam like falls into the corner, like with his back turned to the ref, and the ref's like, step to me, still doesn't. And then he turns around and he goes, do you want to continue? I'm like, what do you mean, does he want to continue? Like, you're the referee. It's up to you. And like, how many more chances? So immediately after, Smash drops him. Boom, folds him again. And I'm like, come on, dude. That should be waived like immediately. And then, he had a very human moment because he could have went and really killed him, but he held off.
And I'm smart. I'm not just going to start swinging dumb. I would have, I could walk in there and touch some more shots, but I'm like, I personally, in my mind, I'm not killing this dude. I just won this fight. I won this fight. It's good. It was the most fun fight I've almost ever had. I just won this shit. Let's do this. Touch glove, touch afterwards, be like, what's up, dude? And then unanimous decision, Sam the air, like, whoa, okay.
We were so confused watching it. Like, that fifth round was just insane. We thought it was over, too, just like as a crowd, like watching it over and over again. Yeah, that ref should be fired.
Well, there was a lot of controversy, but from what I hear, I wrote basically an essay to that commission, and I never heard back anything. I sent them the video. I guess what I'd heard through kind of the grapevine was that the referee, for anything to happen, the referee was going to have to admit fault. It's crazy because we were in the fighter meeting, and he said, if I ask you to step towards me and you don't step towards me, I'm waiving the fight. It's like, this is the first Bareknuckle event in South Carolina history, and, we're really going to err on the side of fighter safety. I mean, he went on and on about what was going to get you waived, what was going to get you called, what was going to get the fight stopped. And by those parameters that he put out himself, the fight should have been stopped, and he should be the champion. And, that guy got hurt. He hasn't fought since. I don't think he's going to fight again.
No, I don't think so either.
I think that was it. It was bad. And
he's definitely not fighting me again.
That's a fact.
Well, no, and then the champion. Who's the champion?
I barely remember his name because he hasn't fought in so long. Like,
it was an interim fight.
Yeah, that was an interim fight.
Yeah, it was an interim belt against Sam, but Sam was scheduled to fight my word. I can't remember. I can't think of his name right now.
You're the champ, dog. No matter who it is.
Exactly.
I'm
king right here. What's up?
But yeah, you're gonna continue to hold that moniker, the uncrowned king, because the champion was out. I think he was out for over a year already.
Over a year with shoulder stuff. And
when you fought him.
And Sam and them were supposed to fight and got canceled again.
And then now you beat up Sam so bad that he can't fight anymore, Yeah.
And I don't know if that other guy's going to fight either. We haven't heard anything from him or BYB, so I'm going to go out there and take care of this Dan McGraffin guy in England, do it for the U.S., see what's up. And then make sure you tune into that, But also after that, I bet you that dude, that whole belt's going to be open for me. I'm going to take that thing because that guy's not going to fight me either. If he does, I'm ready for it. Let's go. But that's my belt. There's
definitely some weirdness with the Bareknuckle champions. Like we had the one guy. What's that? Oh,
Barry Jones.
Yeah.
And now he's fighting on the card that I'm fighting on for a belt. He's on the card, dude. I'm not joking. He's like one of the main events for the card. Barry Jones versus the guy from he fought in Thailand on their Thai card. He's had a bunch of MMA and Thai fights too.
That's crazy. So
dude.
I wake up one day and I see Barry Jones claiming that LT doesn't want to fight him. That we were sent over a contract, something crazy. But I essentially got on there and I was like, dude, no one's offered anything to us.
That was Sweeney.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Barry Jones.
That was Jimmy Sweeney. But Barry Jones, did the post about, he was super respectful and stuff, but did a post about me, he's taking out two of my dudes, both ex-champs. Let's maybe, come to the U.S. for the first, for another time or something for that fight. But now all of a sudden, they're like, oh, looking for people asking if I'll go up in weight or something to fight Dan McGraffin's like, why don't you just give me Barry Jones? I'll fight that fool right now for the diamond belt, whatever. Like, what's up?
I want that diamond belt. It's the oldest. It's the oldest belt in combat sports.
Yeah, it's like 160 years old or something like that. It's pretty cool.
Has the promotion said anything, you guys? If you guys win this fight, that the next fight will be.
That's what they said. That's what my manager's telling me, that this so win this fight and guaranteed a title shot. So
Dude, it's like I don't get why they wouldn't want you to be fight for the belt, because every single one of your fights is exciting. You don't turn down anyone. Like you'll fight as often as they'll give you an opponent. Yeah. You're the ideal person to have as the poster boy for a promotion.
And I'm gonna take more than just the 165 belt. Get that 55 belt too.
Well, yeah.
70,
So
75, 80. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not letting you do that. But from the time we fought Sam, you had what?
3 fights now.
We did the King of Sparta tournament.
Yeah.
He had a kickboxing fight, and then a couple hours, well, not even a couple hours later, maybe like 45 minutes later, fought a 5-round MMA fight against Luis Pena. Won that fight. 3 weeks later, fought Brian Foster, another ex-UFC veteran in kickboxing, dropped him 5 times, stopped him. And now, and then we kind of got...
Yeah, I've been trying to fight. Right?
Yeah,
All of us
we've been looking
watching
for that.
hasn't seen an LT fight, definitely watch the Luis Pena one, because that was one of the best MMA fights I think in history.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
It was a war, dude. That was like, I was mine. Honestly, I don't know how he was standing by the end of it. The way his legs looked, they were so battered.
My leg from kicking his legs were destroyed, so I know his legs must be feeling it too.
We'll spar maybe 5-6 rounds on a Saturday with shin guards, and I can't walk after. So I don't know how that fool did 5 fives with you.
We just kept chopping the legs. That was a fun fight. That was one of my favorite fights that I got to corner. That one,
super fun.
Just the banter.
Yeah.
My talk before too, because I'd never get tired, bro. In the kickboxing fight before, I was like, "Oh, coach," I was like dry heaving. I was calm and didn't show it, but I got to the back. I'm like, "Dude, I'm so tired. I'm nervous, man. I don't know why, but I wasn't nervous about the fight. But I'm like, why am I tired?" I was like, coach, like, "Dude, what do you?" Shut up.
It's like, good, ignore it. You're fine.
Yeah, and he's like looking, he barely ignores. He's like, dude, just ignore it. Just what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, you're right, actually.
It's the most human thing I've heard you say, LT.
I know. I've never been like that. I'm like, oh my word, why am I tired?
Well, I think it was just a shock too. Well, and then also we didn't expect 5-minute rounds.
Yeah,
I mean 5-round or a 5-rounder.
But think about that. Like I felt like tired in the 3-minute rounds, but then I did the 5-minute rounds. I was like not thinking about it.
What is up with our team and like rounds being switched last second on us?
Dude.
Especially in Colorado. That's happened to us how many times now where it's been switched from 3 to 5, 5 to 3.
They want to try to do something to put us down, bro.
That's crazy.
We'll show them what's up every time.
I don't know if necessarily put us down, but I definitely think that when it comes down to it, and it's like they have a choice, they're obviously going to do things that don't favor us, which I get that. I guess I would, if someone was like, hey, set up a fight for LT with this guy, I'm like, okay, cool. You get all the terms you want. I'm like, okay, we're going to use 4-ounce gloves, no takedowns, 9-round fight. Headbutts. I would stack it to you guys as well. Yeah. So I don't really, whatever. Yeah, but again, that whole British scene it's very weird because minus Franco.
Yeah,
that guy's
a super respectful guy.
Yeah, he's cool. But then we fought De Castro, and then immediately after he's wanting to fight you again, and I'm like, dude.
Is this guy from De Castro's team too?
No.
They're all from their own teams, but they've all been on the same fights and all fight for the BKB promotion and been there together and come up together or seen each other on the scene.
Yeah. What's this guy's background? He was a pro boxer before.
He was an MMA fight. The guy he's fighting now is a MMA fighter, adult movie star.
Oh,
and was the KB champion.
The
yeah.
BKB, I think,
And he didn't lose. I
was,
think he's undefeated in.
I think he was up at 170 or 70.
Yeah, it was and he lost his belt. He lost his belt by doctor stoppage
because he threw a punch.
He threw a punch so hard that he broke his own leg. Like
what? He broke his leg throwing the punch?
Punch and broke his leg
in the rotation. Yeah,
he's looking for a rough night with you.
Yeah, it was. And he's being like, he's cool, super respectful. Yeah. Like, he's given LT all the props. Everything he said on social media and online has been like, you know, I'm fighting a gangster. He comes to fight. Like, you know, it's a good fight. It's a good fight. I'm pumped to have, because he's more of a bare knuckler versus like the last few guys that LT fought were ex-pro champions, WBO, WBU.
Franco and DeCastro both have extensive, like, good boxing backgrounds.
Yeah, so
love boxing.
So LT, I want everyone to kind of get to know you, like, outside of the fighting. Obviously, when you fight, it's
LT the human, not LT the Terminator.
Yeah, not LT Smash, but Lorawnt-T Nelson from South Africa. How long have you been in the States? Like, explain the whole, like, journey here.
Well, I mean, I came here when I was like 12 years old. Up until then, I'm from South Africa. I was born in South Africa, but my parents got me a passport when I was like a baby. Took me to the American embassy, got me a passport. However they did all that, I'm not sure. But got me a passport when I was really young, so I got dual citizenship, South African and American. And, so I was able to travel and whatnot, and I've always traveled since I was young. So, like, for the first part of my life, my dad had a job that, you know, made him travel. He would just take my mom and I with him. So I went to a bunch of different schools, you know, did sport. The cool thing was I was really into sports and whatnot, and I'd be with my parents and stuff, so all I'd be able to do would be, you know, sports and schooling. And, you know, I had a lot of fun. My parents were always there and helped me out a lot. And I had a great upbringing, but I was always into sports and extreme sports. I tried different sports, random sports. And from there, just kept growing and having love for that adrenaline and jumping off cliffs on my skis, doing whatever, snowmobiling.
Yeah, didn't you enter like a ski tournament on a day's notice to like jump off?
Yeah, well, I went into the steel free ride championships. And it was in Snowmass, Colorado, and I entered because my friend actually wanted to do the tournament. And, like, I went skiing with him the day before. He's like, "Bro, you need to come with me and just enter this, please. I've never done one before, and like you need to like do it with me." I'm like, "Okay, bro, I'll just do it with you." So I entered. The next day we went up, and the funny part is like a 2-day tournament, so or a 2-day thing, so you have to qualify for the next day. And I go and I hit this line, and then my friend goes and like smashes off this cliff and just wrecks and terrible, bro. And we get the news like an hour or so later, and I qualified for the day, and he didn't qualify. He was all bummed. I was like, "Oh damn, I'm sorry, man." But I ended up doing the competition. Hit some sweet cliffs. I hit like a 35-foot cliff onto the top of another 35-foot cliff off of that. And I was 16 at the time, so I was like the youngest competitor to do the Norman Nationals.
There's no preparation.
No preparation. I mean, I skied a lot at the time and whatnot, but yeah, I got like 14th place in the world for that. So like, I've done lots of like, I've always just been an adrenaline junkie, and I think I got into the fight game. My parents were at a massage envy, and I got in lots of trouble like growing up being silly, man. And my parents had a massage envy. I was ready to get out of Colorado. I was like, I'm gonna go move away, go to college, and so on and so forth. And they went in to get a massage, and there was a LA Boxing right across the road. So I went into an LA Boxing. I had like no clothes on, like a Rasta shirt, long like snowboarding hair. I don't know. I flicked to the side thinking I was all cool, and did a class, and I can't remember if it was a boxing class or something like that. And after the boxing class, they probably say it to everyone. They were like, "Oh man, you have a lot of talent, bro. You should stick with this. Come sign up with us." And
how old were you at the time?
I was just turned 19, or I was about to turn 19. I was like
Did you get into a lot of fights as a kid?
Yeah, I got and I played ice hockey up in Saskatchewan, Canada, and out there it was like NHL rules for high school. So like we would get in fights in the middle of a game and get a 5-minute penalty, then be back off. We wouldn't be kicked off for games and whatnot. And our coaches would be like, "Yo, that guy's doing really well. They're lead forward. You need to go drop the gloves with him, get him off the ice for a little bit." That's what we do.
Like goon.
Yeah, but I mean, I knew how to play hockey as well, and I was a decent hockey player, but I'd also be down to fight. And my whole line always we had one in high school, man. You have to remember this in high school. We had one fight where literally the only people not fighting on the ice were the 2 goalies. Like all of us, the defensemen, forwards, everything scrapping. We all got kicked. It was hilarious, man. But yeah, so I went in there, did the class, and my parents came out and saw. Like, man, they said I was really good. I don't think I want to leave. I think I want to move down here to Denver and start training. And my parents, I think, just wanted me to find something that like I had passion for, to put my mind away from being dumb, and so I stuck with it. I took a fight like weeks later, and then just got addicted from there. And
amateur or pro?
What's up?
Did you fight amateur or pro?
I had no amateur. I had 5 amateur MMA fights, but no amateur anything else. So I actually did one LA boxing fight night. I'm not really sure if that's.
I remember those fight nights. I think they were USA boxing sanctioned.
Yeah, so I guess I did one. I don't know if that's so. That's one amateur boxing fight, and then I had 5 amateur MMA fights. That's all.
So funny story. I taught at LA boxing, probably when he was starting.
Did you guys know each other back then?
So I knew him. He didn't remember me. He fought all my teammates. So we were like opposing teams. I fought for Team Wildman. He fought like my teammate Josh Cavan, Anthony Adams, Marcus Edwards. Like he literally fought our whole roster of killers. And I always knew him, and I knew he trained with Justin and Trevor Whitman. But for whatever reason, we never connected back there. And it's funny because when he came here, one of my old students, Eric Adams. I guess he got his number from him to text me, and he texted me, and I'm like, "What's up?" And when he texted me, this was like the 3rd time that we've communicated, because we saw him at XFN fights. I was in the back cornering somebody, and LT comes up. He's like, "Oh, what's up, sir? My name is Lorawnt-T Nelson." I was like, "Yeah, bro, I know you. I was in college. Like, you fought all my teammates. Like, we know each other. We don't know each other, but I was like."
Familiar with your work.
I'm familiar with you. And then fast forward like another couple months, and I'm in the back again for XFN, and he's in a tournament or something, and he comes up to me. He's like, "Oh, what's up, sir? My name is Lorawnt-T Nelson." And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, I know you. This is like the 4th or 5th time I've met you." And then finally he texts me, and he goes, "Hey, sir." Hold on, let me pull up the text message, because this is the cutest like, "Hey, can I come work with you guys?" message I've ever gotten in my life.
I remember your first day, LT. Remember I was cutting weight.
Oh yeah.
We were drilling together. We were doing the punch kick series. I felt bad because I was like dying through the class because I had my sauna suit on. It was summertime out here, and I was like, "Dude, this guy's probably gonna think I'm soft."
No, I was probably dead too because I wasn't used to the heat. Heat out here is real.
He is so real here.
Heat training, man.
I remember in between rounds, he would like completely gear down and go like freak out in front of
I'd go rip off my gloves and go stand in front of the fans like, and then the round would start.
Yeah, you can't catch your breath sometimes here in the summertime with the humidity.
No, I love it. I think it's literally a big part of like our team's success is the grind out there.
So it makes your mental so strong too, because it's more than just like, "Oh yeah, I got cardio." It's like, yeah, but you have a strong will too. It's gonna test you.
It is. There's nothing worse than, okay, you got your hands up. You're sweating so much. It's hard to take in air. every breath you take in, you feel like you're drowning, and then LT's in front of you like a human shark, like toe poking you in the guts, and then it's just such a. It definitely will test your ego, test your pride, your will, your endurance, your cardio, your body conditioning itself. Like, can you take a kick? You know, can your arms wear the kick? Can your legs wear the kick? Is your core strong enough to withstand the toe poke from South Africa?
And if it is, there'll be more coming. You'll keep getting tested.
Hey, thanks to Pat Barry for that. Pat Barry showed me that like long time ago, and ever since then I stole it from him.
Okay, so I'm gonna read this to you. Yo, what's up, man? It's LT Smash. How are you? Eric just gave me your number. Hope that's cool. 2 question marks. I said, hey, bro, yeah, that's cool. He goes, I'm going to be in Broken Arrow for around a couple of next 3 months. Like, okay. Looking for somewhere to train and whatnot. 2 question marks. I'm like, yeah, come down, bro. See if you like our spot. It goes, should O come it out tomorrow, or should I come out tonight? I said, I'm running class, bro. Come through. He said, okay, I come see what's up. The rest is history. History.
Oh my God. That's
yeah.
hilarious.
So
First off, I do a lot of messages and I don't proofread anything, and everyone always I'll do like posts online and everything, and then like later on, like people are like, yo, dude, I think you wrote like something wrong there. I'm like, what do you mean? And I go look, I'm like, oh my word, I'm sorry.
Well, what people have to remember is that he's foreign, right?
Yeah, he can click.
Yeah.
Click for him, LT. He said something for real just now.
Translation.
The skunk rolled and rolled in the grass until he broke his windpipe.
Words to live by.
Words to live by. You can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs. So I got those texts. I got that text message, whatever. He came in. We trained or whatever. I held pads for him. And then what turned into like LT was just going to chill here for a few months. He loved me so much. He bought a house here.
I have a house here now, guys. First house.
Homeowner.
Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Congratulations.
Forza Combat Sports. What's up?
For anybody that's looking to relocate, Oklahoma is terrible. Don't come here. You should definitely move to Denver, California.
Sure.
But don't come to Tulsa or Broken Arrow. It's so bad here.
It's horrible.
Yeah, there's nothing you can gain from here. I just needed to stay.
They actually kidnapped him.
Please, someone help.
I have his dog outside.
This room is actually where I live.
So, what made you stay?
Oh man, well, it was a lot of just the atmosphere here at the gym. You as a coach, I honestly, I've worked with amazing coaches and people all over the fight game country, and I've never felt the way I have here, and the way that I feel like you as Coach Leo like actually cares about me, but he also cares about the person that just started, cares about everyone. Like it's awesome. It's like you can feel the passion that he has as a coach, and that you have as a coach, and just actually like learning. I feel like I've actually back to where I was when I was improving in steps where I could actually notice the improvement and see improvement, where for the last years of fighting and training, I'm getting better, but it's mainly like my cardio is on point, this or that. I'm actually starting to see improvements and little things and tightening up, making my skill sets better here. And the team out here, bro, it doesn't matter where you don't need 40 UFC guys to make a gym good. We got killers out here, man. I get some of the hardest and best rounds out here with all these guys. Ryan's one of them. There's a million people out here. We're taking over the game. Oh yeah, Coach Leo, he spars with us too. Hey, that's a big thing that you don't know. Like he'll come and spar with us, and there's not many coaches out there that's gonna spar and then try to implement that when they hold pads, and also hold pads a little differently for everyone. Some people just hold pads like everyone's gonna just do combos and get tired. Coach is gonna actually do what he needs to do and help you with what you're good at and make it better.
I
There's
actively
no
duck
cutter.
you.
There's no cookie cutter shit here, you know.
I actively duck LT.
Hey, but we've gone before too. Sorry.
Well, I have to function, you know. I'm not in the grind.
Yeah.
It's just part of my method. I'm like, okay, if fat old coach can hit LT with this, then a young in shape killer who's fighting for a contract or for his money is definitely going to be able to take advantage of this.
Damn triple cross.
I sent one of those today.
That's my signature. I saw it today. I've seen actually, since you guys brought it to light, I've seen multiple people trying to use it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I stole it from Mayweather.
I get like the double sometimes to step into southpaw, but you're just
The trick is that foot plate. We're not going to say what the trick is, but
Yeah.
you know the
I won't
trick.
give away my
you
secrets.
told us was the game changer.
Well,
for it.
it's the foot and the shoulder position.
Yeah.
But I do it different than most, like LT was talking about. People, they'll double up on the right hand to step into southpaw, and then a lot of times they'll slip off and throw the left hand.
Yeah.
But I drive off my back. So I'm actually going in that direction that I'm sending the cross.
It's so frustrating because you like slip, pull, and it's like
Well, so
bang,
you
bang,
wanna-
bang, bang.
And I want to go away, but I feel like I want to go away from the right hand, and just like you're saying, it's pulling me right into where you're going, so it's perfect.
Well, yeah, I cut you off with my footwork, but then the right hand's also keeping you lean that way.
To that same direction.
Yeah, that's why it works. And then
And I just don't think like he's like, and his arms are a lot longer than you think. So like I'm standing a distance away. I'm like, that fool's not gonna touch me with any right hand.
dude, that was
from
a
here."
long-standing
Stupid.
joke for the longest time on the team. It was like we had this one tall dude. I'm not gonna say his name.
He's soft.
He's soft, and I don't. Yeah, got no love for that guy. But he's like 6'3", like basketball playing looking dude, and I had a longer wingspan than him, so I have super long arms.
Hey, this fool Ryan next to me, he's one of the best kickboxers I've ever gone with, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, Muay Thai guys.
I don't feel like that in
Skill.
front of you at all.
Well, I have to do everything in my power to keep you guessing, because I'm like, oh crap, I can't just stand in front and be technical with him because he's way more skilled and faster, technical, everything. So I have to make it a grind and go forward and change it up like that.
Dude, our 55 roster here is pretty stacked right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. We got Kyle Driscoll,
Oh yeah, he's
LT Nelson, Ryan Fadi, who else? Coey Carney.
Coy Carney. I mean,
Well,
Chris
Coey's
is-
now a 47 55er,
Right.
defending his freedom belt in Indiana in June.
54, right?
Or yeah, 50. No, it's a 53-pound belt. Is it 53 or 54?
70 kgs is 54.
Yeah, it's 54.
Shay Connolly.
Oh, Shay, yeah, our brothers from Ryan BJJ. Yeah, he's
We got
an
the best
animal. That
everything,
guy.
dog.
It's definitely getting. The room's growing.
Hey, other than my ass too, everyone's young. It's good.
You're still young, bro.
I know. Well, I feel young. I'm young because I.
Well, you're
changed my
like
life
Wolverine.
around.
You know, Wolverine is like 80 or 100 years old or something crazy like that. You
I
know?
still got some time, y'all. What's up?
How old are you, LT?
Well, I'm 32 right now, but my birthday's in 4 days now?
Oh, you're like hitting your prime right now.
Yeah, 4 days. Yeah, no, I'm feeling killing. I changed my life around, and I've got great training partners, great coaches, and the mental, getting your mind right, and I feel better than I ever have all my 20s, man.
Training with you has definitely helped my focus because, like, you can't get distracted for a second because something bad is going to happen to you, Like, sometimes you zone out in rounds or, like, you try to coast, and that just, like, it's not a possibility with you.
Well, it's like training with a heavyweight.
Yeah.
You have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Because if you get caught slipping once, it's game over. You know? I think more importantly now you have friends,
Yeah, no, for real, it's good. It's
friendships.
Awesome. It's awesome, man, and I grew up. I grew up traveling a lot and different things all over. So like, I've never. And it's weird to see sometimes people have had like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go over to my friend's house that we went to that kindergarten together. And I'm like, what? You guys know people from that long ago? Like even like some high school friends I've haven't seen forever. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want to, but I've kept in contact with some people, but I don't know. It's good to have. It's like good to have actual like-minded people that want the same thing that are chill down to earth too. It's cool.
Nice thing about training with you is like we can go as hard as like, you know, anyone could imagine, you know, like out of 10, but there's never that like emotion or like animosity involved, you know, like it's all love throughout
Oh,
it.
100%, man.
And like you take really good care of your partners, you know, like if something good lands, like you're always like good about just like letting them kind of recover from it, which like you don't see a lot of places, you know, like people get mad, emotions get involved, and then someone lands something good and tries to go for the kill after in the training room, and you know.
That's why I try to be. I think all of us too, and like in fights too. I respect everyone that's coming to fight me. I don't care. Like I mean, sometimes I'm like yeah, maybe there's some animosity, but like damn, this fool stepping in the ring with me, he's a G too. You know what I'm saying? Good power to him. You know.
Definitely take some big huevos to get in there with you.
Well, you too, man. You're a G.
Huevos.
Rancheros.
What's your favorite fight so far that you've had? I know you have a lot of them, so actually getting the craziest fight story. You fought who'd you fight? You fought Cosmo.
Oh, Cosmo.
Yeah, tell me about Cosmo. I want people to know because I like the way you tell the story.
Hey, first up, well, Sam Liera was one of my most fun fights, but just because it was like it brought me to that level, like oh yeah, what's up? This is like I'm down. I'm like let's die right now.
Let's die right now.
I was ready to like I don't give it. I was like ready to die, like hands down, let's go. I would like stand there and go right hand for right hand to my chin until one of us wouldn't get up again. That's what I was ready to do, you know. And that fight like brought that out of me, and that was cool. It was fun to feel to see that. But the Cosmo Alexandre fight, man. So I had 3 fights in Denver, knocking fools out. I was like, oh. I knocked 3 fools out in Denver. I'm the best in the world. No one else, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no one can stop me. Or no, I tapped one guy out and then knocked 2 dudes out. I was like, damn, I'm a G. Nothing, you know, nothing can take anything away from me. They're like, you want to fight Cosmo Alexandre on Bellator? I've heard of Bellator, and I was like, Spike G. I was like, Bellator, hell yeah. It's Cosmo Alexandre? Who's Cosmo? I'm like, I don't even know that fool. I'm gonna destroy this dude.
Cosmo.
Yeah, Cosmo. I don't look. I'm not. Like now, obviously we do a little bit of research and stuff, but like I never did that and everything. I was like, Cosmo, it's just another human. Let's go. I don't care. I didn't even know how to check a kick at the time. I was training at LA or I just got over to Grudge Training Center with Trevor Whitman. Great place as well, but not around anymore. But yeah, I got over there and I trained for about 6 months. Doing actual kickboxing and Thai training, and was like, oh yeah, we got this, and go touch gloves. I remember touching gloves with Cosmo Alexandre, and I touched gloves, stepped back, and I come forward and threw a right hand, and I just missed, and I like fell forward almost, and I just see him like back up, like high guard back up, and just like smile a little bit. I was like,
oh no,
that was not a good right away. And I was like, as that happened, I was like, oh, I think this guy might be better than I thought he would be, like right away. And then I come forward, and all I remember is I got teeped in the face. And I was like, oh, cool, all right. And then all of a sudden, something hit me. He like threw a combo, and then something hit me on the back of my head. And then all of a sudden, it happened again. And then I got to the corner. I was like, what the hell? He's like, yeah, you got elbowed pretty hard twice. I was like, I didn't even see that coming. Every punch he hit me with, it was like flash.
What weight was that at? Because Cosmo's a big dude.
55, I fought him, dude. Yeah, so imagine me being at 50. I felt like I was a big 55er, and I get standing there. He's taller than me and more yoked than me on the scale. I'm all like, oh, whoa, this guy's a scary fool. Has Muay Thai tatted on his back. So I'm like, okay, this guy might know what he's doing. What's up? So that happens. I remember first round, I got inside low kick. I don't know what checking kicks are. So I'd like inside low kick. I'm like, oh, that's nothing. Second inside low kick hits me. My leg's gone. Nothing, dude. So I'm like, just on my back leg, just throwing uppercut hook cross is all I could throw. And then I went to southpaw for a second, and I remember him kicking my leg once, and I was like, nope, not losing that leg too, going back to orthodox. So I just walked forward and threw down, like, and he backed up a lot, but hit me with shots. I went 3 5-minute rounds, and
MMA fight?
MMA fight, dude, for Bellator, 3 5-minute rounds. I lost unanimous decision. Went to the back, and then my body started shaking. I went to the back, sat down. The doctor was looking at me, and he's like, yeah, bro, there's so much swelling in your leg. We can't do MRIs, or you can't set up MRIs or do anything until the swelling goes down. And
they let you fly home?
Stuff. Yeah, dude, it was it was one of the worst. I couldn't sleep for like. I
can't imagine.
I couldn't sleep for like 4 days. I was throbbing. I walked. I was in the airport, and it was so bad that I was like at least 3 different people that worked at the airport that came. I was like, hey, do you need us to push you in a wheelchair or grab something for you? But I was so like unhappy with myself and like, man, I can do it myself. I got this. You know what I mean? I'd go. But that was the one time I'll never. I've only told a few people this, but one time when I first started, or not first started, when I first got to the hotel after that fight, I was sitting at the hotel room, and it was like midnight, 1 in the morning, and I was sitting there. And Trevor Whitman fell asleep. He was in my corner at the time. He fell asleep sitting next to me. I'm sitting in bed just like throbbing, can't sleep. I'm like, I'm never doing this again. Nope. I'm like, why did I do this? I'm in the worst pain of my life. And then like 2 seconds later, I'm like, shut the FFLT. Yes, you are. You're a gangster. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And then rest is history from there.
That's my favorite, watching him like power up before fights. Start to walk back and forth, and he's like, start.
I have to calm myself a bit. I'm like, you're a bitch, bro. You're a bitch. I'm like, no, I'm not.
He's like
you're
talking. Yeah, he'll talk shit to himself. He'll have like these dialogues with himself. That's like evil LT and then Smash.
No, you can do it, bro. You can do it, bro. You stupid idiot. You're dumb.
I remember the Sam fight. There was like, I think it was second round. There was one point where like you just like loosened up and started doing your bounce and like your like LT steps, and I was like, oh shit, Sam's in trouble now.
Yeah. No, Sam's a gangster, bro.
No,
the thing that really threw me off is like his hands were the size of his melon.
No,
bro.
I saw. We noticed that at was it weigh-ins or was it when we threw the big bean toss game?
The bean toss.
I don't know. We were doing something, and we both at the bean toss we did like a picture next to each other before the fights, and then Coach showed me his hand. I was like, holy dude! It was like 2 of my hands. It was just like the width of them.
No, it's like imagine
wide,
if his little forearm had your head attached to it. He had 2 of them, like or more. My head.
Sam's a tough dude. I used to train with him back in California for about a year and a half.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying
at CSW.
Yeah, under Eric Paulson. But yeah, Sam's a dog.
Hey, power to him, bro. That was one of the most fun fights I've had. But hey, I'm a lot more technical. I know I could be more technical than that. So, hey, Sam, if you want to come out the woodwork, let's go again. What's up?
I would like that fight again.
Yeah, you know.
Especially now, like, I think now LT and I are dialed in.
Yeah.
In London, the cut man was screaming at LT. He's like,
listen to your coach.
He's like, hey, listen. If you listen to your coach, this fight could be so much easier for you if you just listen to your coach. He's telling you all the right shit.
When it stops, he's all, what happened? What did you do? I listened to my coach.
Dude, it's funny, though, because the second he started listening, this fool looked like he was in the Matrix.
Yeah.
It was like...
Nice. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I need to do it. I feel, sometimes I just, like, and that's what we're working out of, just getting, like, I can still be exciting and be fun and enjoy what I'm doing by, like, moving and touching you up and doing my thing and being active in that way instead of just being like, oh, hands down. Let's see how much I can take before you die or I die before you die. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can still be like that in the way of stepping forward, movement, pressure, throwing down without me being dumb about it,
Well, and that's the thing I saw. I said, you're very capable of let's die.
Yeah.
But you can do it without dying.
Yeah, exactly. And like that comes out when I don't see a shot or something, I get cracked with it hard, or like something happens. Sometimes it does. Be ready for my body can take over, but I shouldn't let it happen for no reason.
You're one of those dudes that if you fight him, like, it's better to, like, not try to hurt you in the fight. Like, just skate, like, winning by points, because that turns on a whole other side. You get that LT, like, head goes sideways for a second. He does the shoulder thing, and it's like, oh, no.
That's like, who was like that? Dusty was like that.
Yeah.
People would literally be like, don't hurt him, don't
engage.
Him, don't
engage some
him.
of the guys, you don't want to wake up the beast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been nice, man. They're definitely roller coasters, because I know when I'm in the corner for a smash fight, I'm like, it's like that right before you're about to go on the drop of a roller coaster, and it's like you're climbing, and it's like, and the anticipation is like,
Anticipation for when I'm gonna take a big shot or
I'm
what?
like, no, just the car crash. I know it's gonna be violent. Like I know, you have some fighters where I know I'm like, okay, he's so slick. He's not gonna get touched or whatever. But with you, it's like this fight's gonna be, in really, in all the gloved combat that we've done, I've been cool because I'm like, bro. Nothing compares to Bareknuckle.
No, it's different too. Even that last Brian Foster fight and like the one before that with Pena, like the kickboxing, I felt so bad in that kickboxing fight, but I was like, even though I felt like terrible, I was like, no, this guy can't do anything to me.
You
bro.
barely got touched.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, and I felt like I could die right there. I mean, like fall asleep.
Yeah,
kind of shit.
I want to see in the UFC, bro. Even annihilating their veterans, just left and right.
Dude,
I feel like you just would
call me up. Let's go, and I'm gonna put on a show no matter what.
I agree. We're trying. I'm hoping once this Bareknuckle fight's done, there's a lot of stuff on the table, and I really hope. For me, I just want the world to know you. I want the world to see what you're. I feel like you can have such a impactful contribution to combat sports. And when people think about the great fights, like Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward, and like you could have fights like that. In your in all of the fights that I've been, none of them have been. They've all been. I'm on the edge of my seat. Yeah. I'm
Robbie Lawler, Roy McDonald.
Yeah, I'm biting my fingernails. I'm like, I'm screaming at him between rounds. It's literally like everyone is like a movie. For one reason or another, and I want the world to be exposed to that. I want the world to see because right now I feel like fighters are like businessmen right now. They're all like,
nobody wants that fight. Nobody wants the LT fight.
No one wants the LT fight. But I'm just talking about in general. Like, oh, I gotta curate my record and my sponsors and this and that, and and LT's like, oh, I'll fight, dude. You have to pull him back. He's like, oh, tell him I'll fight at 170, and then I'm like, no, you're a 55er. I'm looking out for his business side. With Tim, his manager, I'm looking out for all those, but that's not in his mind. And I feel like now fighters have that in their mind. They're like, the fighter today wants to be a businessman, and that's smart. That's great. That's all. But he's such a throwback to that, the warrior. Dude, I can't sum it up better than what you said. Like, let's die.
Yeah, but even training, like I've actually like. It's taken me a while, and even like on days you're like, LT, just like you can still train, we'll still hit pads and stuff. Just don't do your sprints today. Don't do this, don't do that. And like for that day, I like just honestly like I'm like sort of don't like you. I'm like, oh, that's asshole made me not go work out and stuff like that. And then the next day comes and I'm like feel amazing. The rest of the week I kill it. I'm like, oh my word, he's so right. And every time like that, and it's just awesome to see. And the more I listen and the more I grow, it actually helps me out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always going to be that way. I'm always down to fight, always down to scrap anyone in the world. But then now I've got like people that are actually there to help me and guide me along the right path and the right way.
Well, you're too tough for your own good. And my job is to prolong your career, So I don't let you have gym wars, We push each other. We go hard to the body.
Yeah, 100%.
We push the cardio. We do a lot of rounds. We spar a lot, but we take care of each other's brains. That's why we can spar so much in our gym. But when it comes to fighting and like hard sparring, we don't really do that, And
you don't get dropped to the head here.
No. And
to
as
the body.
you can see, we're
Not
to
to
the
the
body.
head.
That's
to the
almost
head.
encouraged. But no, for me, I'm like I recognize something in you very early on with our relationship, and that's you're like a pit bull. Pit bulls have the highest or some of the highest pain tolerance out of dogs, and they won't let you know. And like my dog, my pit is like that. She like snapped off one of her fingernails or one of her paw nails, and was like
still
just
happy,
yeah, but
everywhere.
bleeding everywhere. Yeah, and I'm like, he's kind of like that, where he's like, his face could be hanging off, and he's still gonna do what he wants, like what he thinks he's supposed to be doing. So for me, I'm like, LT, what are you doing today? That's my favorite. And I know because he always gives me a look when I ask him. I'm like, what do you have planned today? It's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna run 10 miles and then I'm gonna swim 90 miles. You know, just because I hear like the Cubans that swim over to Florida, they have, you know, so I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna go hiking and, you know, I'm gonna do weighted backgrounds and then I have my sprints before we do mitts. We're still doing mitts, right? I'm like, yeah, we'll do mitts, but you're not doing all that. Like, dude,
relax.
Just rest today. He's like, no, but it's so close to my fight. I'm like, you're not doing anything. Stop it.
Yeah, I also have to like. After that, I call my mom. I call my mom, bro. No joke. I'm like, Mom, hey, I need someone else to tell me like, hey, yo, do you think it's all right if I take these off? If you take these workouts off today, like coach, people think that I'm doing too much, and they're like, Lorawnt-T, yes. What do you mean? Why are you even calling to ask? I just need someone to like to say it again. I'm like, oh yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Just it's so weird, bro. It's so dumb.
No, LT will give me he's like,
tell you what I do.
yeah, it's like I'm disappointed. Like, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
But it always works out. And then the next day, he's always great.
Happy. Yeah.
Great, happy.
Way better.
Yeah, that's all I want.
It's
I
helped
want
so
happy,
much.
healthy Lorawnt-T.
Yeah, it's helped in that sense, but also just like, and I'm trying to more, and I feel like you can see it in fights to come. Like, I'm slowly trying to, and like actually listening more during the fights, and still not fully, but I'm getting there where I'm like listening better during the rounds, in between the rounds, and be like, no water, no ice, leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get weird like that because I'm like staring across. I don't know.
I need like a sheepdog to corral him back into the corner.
Yeah, stupid, but I'm getting better at that and still having that mentality that I have, but just, you know, he knows what he's doing. So,
Well, in a second, it's been hard for me because for him, it's like I got thrown right into a high pressure. Like, you're fighting an ex-world champion, WBO, WBU, British champion, boxing champion. I'm like,
Yeah.
and my first time cornering a bare-knuckle fighter, my first experience with bare-knuckle boxing, you know, and I'm like, and I was ignorant because I was like, oh, bare-knuckle, this is where fighters go to finish their careers when they want a couple extra paydays. And then I looked into BYB, BKB, BKF, even BKFC, you know, and there is like a culture, a strong European culture that is like, there's young guys, dude. I saw a super young kid fighting bare knuckle out there, and like, yeah. So it turned my eyes onto it. I was like, oh, this is cool. Yeah,
it's crazy how it's changed too. Because like I cornered Melvin Gillard and Julian Lane in England back in the day for BKB long. Like
Julian Lane, let me bang, bro.
Yeah, let me bang, bro.
Let me bang,
I cornered
bro.
both of them. Yeah, and Julian Lane fought Jimmy Sweeney, bro, and beat Jimmy Sweeney for the belt at the time. And I was cornering, bro, and I was nervous. I thought we were gonna get murdered, like at the place, because Jimmy Sweeney got carried out in a king's throne with the flag waving and the king throne walking out. And we almost fought like the corners and myself. I was Julian Lane's only corner. I'm in the ring with him. And then all of a sudden, Julian Lane, the fight's about to start, and Julian Lane just flicks off Jimmy Sweeney and everyone in the corner. And then people just start rushing in, literally jump into the ring and start running at us, bro. And I'm all like, and then like the ref got big, really tall, big black guy for BKB. One of the refs, he's like I'm not messing with that fool. He's a big dude, and like stands in the middle there, didn't even flinch, and like stopped people, and no one stopped. And then the fight happened, and I was like, is going on crazy. But what I was getting to is even then, man, the game has changed a lot. Even the bare knuckle game over there back then, it was like the day before people were drinking in the bars before, the same dudes that are fighting the next night getting wasted with the guy they're fighting. Different game. And now people are actually training. There's skilled boxers and like people that are just bare knuckle boxers are actually looking good, you know what I'm saying, instead of just being street fighters.
Yeah, I just saw. Did you guys watch the bare knuckle fights yesterday?
Good John or whatever.
Yeah, bro, he's a G, bro. I love
Good John's
watching.
a G.
Shout out Tyler Good John. He'll slide up and give compliments. And
did he win or lose?
I think he won.
But they gave a decision to the other guy or what?
I don't know. I just saw a couple of the little highlights on social media.
That's what I saw, something that like the real winner is Tyler Goodjohn or something like that. So I don't know.
I love that dude. Yeah. I love the way he fights. He's much like you. Maybe at some point, because I think he's in the U.S. now. We gotta get you guys together. Yeah.
Smaller though, right?
I think he's a 45 maybe, 47. You know, it's like Chris, but dude, imagine getting him and Christian together, him and Kobe together, and you got like you guys. I just
perfect.
Yeah, but we got to get you out of here. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Whatever. And I'm getting hungry because I gotta eat.
Starving LT.
But yeah.
I don't like eating.
So just one last time, LT, like talk about the date of your fight, who you're fighting, what promotion. If you have any sponsors, shout them out, and then where people can follow you.
All right, guys. First off, I'm fighting Dan McGraffin for BYB at the Indigo at the O2 Arena in London, England. It's gonna be fireworks, man. Don't miss out on that. I know BYB has a YouTube channel, so go to subscribe to their YouTube channel, and they are also on the Stadium app, I believe. I'll try to figure out more on that, but look up BYB on the Stadium app, and you can see past fights of mine as well. I'm fighting Dan McGraffin once again. It's gonna be a tough fight. 165. We're fighting as a group from here in the U.S. against the English and the European BKB team out there, and we're going for a Police Gazette Diamond Tournament Trophy Cup, and we're gonna bring that back to the U.S.
Hell yeah!
We'll put that shit up at Forza.
Yeah, we will put. Hopefully, they give it to us.
Yeah, just so your mom can stop not yell at me again for not having any of your memorabilia up in the gym.
I'll bring a belt by too. Big shout out to Lawless Cannabis out here. I just wanted to say, new sponsor of mine, great products, great people. Forza Combat Sports, come check them out always. Ryan BJJ, man, Yield Plus, Knuckle Up Combat Agency, LT Smash Course. Make sure to check that out when it comes out as well.